Hey, you're listening to the High Voltage Rock and Roll Radio Show with the Night Prowler. Oh, wait, nope, that's my other job. No, we're listening to another episode of Answers for Everything podcast. We appreciate you spending some of your free time with us. Don't forget to like and share on our socials. If you have any questions or want to send us anything naughty, just send out to our Instagram at AFE_podcast. That's A as in anus, F as in frankly, and E as in elf. The underscore symbol, then the word podcast. So if you have a drink, sit back, enjoy the show.
Yeah, no, Zoom just did an update, so I couldn't hear anything. I just reset it. I usually don't use my headphones when I record.
Oh, doing it raw, huh?
Like always. Why do you think I have like 30 or 40 kids out there?
I wonder why all those little long hairs are running around up there north of Canada.
Little pieces of shit.
Yeah.
I try and convince them all to do anal only, but it's a touchy subject. They're not all into it. But the ones that are really into it.
The no lube part is probably what throws them off.
Spit, lube, whatever, it's all the same. You know how expensive lube is?
Yeah. Butter.
Butter would be pretty good. It'd be tasty.
Yeah.
I don't know. That flavored lube is trash. Like it works as lube, but it's not good. It doesn't taste good. It's like bad flavor with a bit of strawberry.
Especially after anal.
Well, at least I'm not putting it in my mouth after. And that's a her problem.
Yeah. You know, I'm okay if Rosario Dawson wanted to do ass to mouth with me, you know. I mean, if I'd do it to her, but I mean, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Wanted to do it with me. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
She does believe that, you know, sometimes in the passionate moment, I mean, it's okay.
If you're one of those people who are like, oh, I met somebody and they're like blank levels of separation from another celebrity, getting Rosario Dawson would be like magic. She's been in like every kind of like franchise, every kind of like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not watching. You're not watching Ahsoka, are you?
No.
It's fucking good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's I don't often say things are bad. I guess I'm too happy just watching a TV show or too happy watching a movie.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, the thing is with me, I feel like I read a bunch of crap and then I watch the stuff and I'm like, I enjoyed that. You know what I watched today? I watched The Flash. That's what I watched earlier.
Okay.
Today.
And what did you think? Because I raved about it. I thought it was a great 2.5 hours, I thought.
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. You know, I don't like Ezra Miller in his personal life and a lot of what he does, but I actually like him as the Flash. I think he's funny in it. I think he does well, I mean, obviously he's made the character his own versus, you know, what the comics were like and everything, but I actually like him in it. And I thought the movie was good. And I didn't think that I would like the quote Supergirl or whatever she's supposed to be in it as much, but yeah, not bad. And of course, you know, Michael Keaton with all the stuff, anything, of course, was awesome. You know,
I'm glad you got to watch it. I'm glad somebody else there actually agrees that it was a fun, good movie.
Yeah. I didn't get all hung up on it. I mean, I like, oh, the plot was rushed. This like, you know what? To be honest, it doesn't matter what movie it is. It's always too short. 2 hours is not enough time to tell a complex story. You know, it really isn't. And you know, and to jump the shark completely from that, you know, I saw a comment there. I don't know if you've seen the trailer for the new Napoleon biopic that Ridley Scott's doing with Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
And he made a comment that there's a 4.5 hour cut of the movie. You know what movie I want to see? I want to see the 4.5 hour cut.
I want to see all the 4.5 hour cuts of the movie. I want to see the full fucking movie.
Yeah. I don't want to see it so edited down. I mean, you're trying to take a guy's story that's like spanning like 30 years and condensing it down into 2 hours, you know?
Well, you know why they do the 2 hour movie, right? Or the 1.5 hour movie.
Yeah, which is ridiculous. But
do you know why they do it?
So they can squeeze in more showings in a day to get more viewings. I don't
100%. Yeah, okay. That's it. They do it so the movie theater can play it 4 to 6 times a day instead of twice. It gives you 4 times the opportunity to watch it. So, like, there's a movie I wanted to go watch, Blue Beetle, but it's only playing in my town at 6:50 at night. That's it. and I worked
You
till
can't you
7.
can't get there.
No,
Yeah.
I worked till 7 every day for the last like 5 days. So I was unable physically to get there before the movie started.
Uh,
And it just sucks for me, but I would like it to be more. But that's not a showing problem because of how long it is. It's just that it's not that popular. So the movie theater kicked it
right.
down to one slot a day because it wants to make
Right.
its money, right? So it'll have Gran Turismo on like 5 screens because Gran Turismo is the new movie that came out. So it's going to get more
Right.
showings.
Yeah, I don't know about that Gran Turismo movie, but dang it. Where's my screen at? I can still hear you. I can't see anything.
You're not missing.
Um
I've seen me. It's all good.
what
Nothing special.
the heck? Why can't this?
I see that Renfield is on Amazon Prime now, so I'm going to watch that this week.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then The Whale is out and the Super Mario Brothers movie. So there's a bunch of stuff that I haven't watched yet. That's all out on streaming platforms this week. So I'm going to watch that shit.
Yeah.
I was on a plane a couple weeks ago and we were talking about Justified, remember?
Yeah.
And
All right.
I decided to rewatch the entire series, so all 6 seasons.
Oh, wow.
And what I found amazing is that my flight was like 8 hours. I was able to polish off an entire season on a flight. And then I had the flight back. So I was able to polish off 2 seasons on 2 days. It's pretty great. And then last week maybe I started watching. Do you know there's a revival of Justified?
Yeah, yeah. But I
Have you
haven't
seen
been
it?
able to watch it. No, I haven't seen it. I've
So
seen a trailer for it.
it appeared on Disney Plus on August 30th, and I finished it
Yeah.
last night. So it's only 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And it's not, you would hope that he would go back to Kentucky. You would hope you'd see the old crew. You'd hope, but Boyd makes an appearance in a scene, and Winona makes an appearance in a scene, and then the one
Yeah.
guy that one of the guys from his office in Florida, when he came out to Kentucky, the guy came out with him.
Yeah.
He was in like 2 scenes, but other than that, there's nobody from the original at all. It's just Raylan doing his thing in Detroit.
You know, I'm okay with that, I mean, because the thing is in real life, sometimes you change and then everything around you changes. That's just the way life really is, especially in a career like that, I mean, you can move around a lot. So I don't have any problem with that. Oh, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Boyd's character. I'd love to have a show just about Boyd.
Yeah.
You give me a series just from his viewpoint,
Yeah.
you
Well, I
know?
mean, he does make an appearance in the new one. So if you get
Yeah.
around to it, which I'm assuming you'll get around to it, he doesn't make an appearance till the very end, but it's a very Boyd appearance. It's all
Yeah.
Boyd.
Well,
It's so Boyd Crowder.
it's so Boyd. That's
Yeah, it
funny.
is.
Yeah, Boyd's awesome. Yeah, the next things I've got, what do I have here? I got to watch. I've got I watched the newest CG. That's why I was talking about the CG stuff and about the possibility for that for a future episode. But I just watched this new Resident Evil CGI
Okay.
video. I don't know if you ever watched any of
Which
those or
is that?
not.
Did that come out in like? Is that a new one? Because I watched.
Death Island is the new one.
No, no,
It's
I never
like
saw that.
okay. Yeah, they're on Alcatraz. So I got Quantum Mania to watch here,
I
and I
enjoyed
got
that.
the new. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. So, and I've got the new Resident Alien season 2 with Alan Tudyk.
Yeah,
He's awesome, and
I
I got
totally forgot he
seasons.
was in Justified in 2 episodes,
Oh yeah,
or maybe one episode as a hitman. I totally forgot that.
that's awesome. I think we already talked about this before, but with Peacemaker, he was he's married to the choreographer who he did the choreography for the Peacemaker song in the intro.
Okay, I didn't know that,
No, yeah, you didn't know that? Yeah, so that's his wife that did the choreography for the Peacemaker theme song,
which is fucking
and
awesome.
it is awesome. But what's really even more awesome is that when she came out to teach him, she used Alan Tudyk came with her and was like doing the dancing with them. There's footage of him doing the dancing too because he was showing them how to do the dance also with her.
That's awesome. I gotta
That's
look
pretty
this shit up.
funny. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if you've ever watched that series or not. It's pretty cool. I've enjoyed it. I mean, it's only got 2 seasons out, and I haven't watched the second one yet. But about an alien, basically, he's like an alien veterinarian, I think,
Yeah, it's
and
on my
he
list for
is
sure.
yeah. He crashes to Earth and usual kind of stuff. So pretty cool. Uh, but I don't know what else is going on.
I started watching a show on Prime called Louder Milk.
I think I've heard the name, but I don't know anything about it.
I've watched like 6 episodes, and then I was like, oh, I wonder how many seasons there are. Season 1 and season 3 are on Prime. So not even season 2. So I just stopped watching. I was like, what's the fucking point in watching the first season,
Right?
bypassing the
That's
second to
weird.
watch? So yeah, I just stopped watching. I was like, nope, not gonna happen. Well, it's just like when the new Fast and Furious comes out in the theater, Netflix will have, Fast and Furious 1 and 4, Prime will have 2 and 7, and Disney Plus will have 3 and 6, and they won't have 7, 8, or 9 anywhere. You're just like, what the
Right.
fuck, man?
Yeah. I just watched the most I did that Friday night. I watched the last Fast and Furious. The first half, I guess,
Yeah.
of the last,
Were you
most
hoping
recent.
on that damn Optimus Prime was going to show up like I was?
I was laughing my ass off about that dam because we'd had that conversation. I'm
And then,
like, he's gonna drive off the dam.
yes, he does. He most certainly does drive off the dam.
But yeah, that was really crazy.
Beyond
Uh
ridiculous, but still
yeah.
entertaining. I'm going to keep watching them till to the day I die because it's just entertainment.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. I started watching season 10 of Letterkenny, so I still got 2 more seasons to go of that, and I haven't even started Shorzy. So,
Yeah, I watched the first like 4 episodes of Shorzy on the plane as well.
oh
God damn,
yeah.
hilarious. Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, get some other people into him now. It's pretty. I did this. Oh, I tell you, mom, to quit giving my balls a tug. The last time she tore up my back like she was Wolverine. Or tell her to trim her nails.
Your mom licks my butt so good that I call her roll up the rim to win in my phone.
Fuck you, Shorzy. Fuck
Fuck
you,
you, Jonesy.
Jonesy.
Yeah.
Your mama. And it's like every girl. Like I said, we talked about this before too. But every girl in that show is super hot.
Those
But
damn Canadians and their attractiveness, let me
oh,
tell you.
I know, I know. I
I
really want
love,
to bang. I really want to bang the. I don't know what her character's name is, but it's the native, the one who's kind of a tough girl.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but Katie's number one.
Watching Shorzy take a leak from like 15 feet away in the urinal while everybody else is taking a leak right next to the urinal. Fucking genius.
Yeah,
I wish I could live a life like that. Like that would really be my life. It'd be fucking amazing. But
yeah.
alas, that is not who I am, unfortunately.
Fuck you, Clay. Fuck you. Your mama was doing it. Oh man.
One of the kids at work gave me 2 air fresheners today for my car. One says this car makes frequent stops at your mom's house. That's pretty sweet. And the other one says MILF Hunter. So that's pretty sweet too. And then one of them gave me a t-shirt that says world's largest micro penis. So I gotta wear that proudly.
I got a shirt that's got on the front, and says $5 foot long with an arrow pointing down.
Oh, we already talked about it. If you had a foot long, you couldn't do anything with it. You wouldn't have no blood in your body. Girls would go for one round and never come back.
Yeah, well, I told you about that guy in that interview with the
Yeah.
huge schlong. Did you ever watch that interview? You got to
No.
find it and actually watch it. It's just too funny. You just laugh. Just especially like I said, you laugh because you listen to him talk, but watch the girl interviewer's expressions. When she doesn't think anybody's looking at her, she's looking at him like, I swear to God, you can see the dick in her mind. She's thinking about it. God, I want to see it.
I just don't
You know,
understand why he just doesn't do porn. Like seriously.
I
Just
would. Why not?
you don't get lots of opportunities as a regular Joe to go do porn.
Right.
And this guy has people wanting him to do porn.
Yeah. And willing to pay him good money for it.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I mean he's got a
Yeah.
dick like a baby arm or
Yeah.
like an elephant cock or like
Oh,
yeah, with a fist and everything, like grabbing an apple.
yeah. Yeah.
Mad
Uh,
skills.
yeah. Speaking of porn, I've been watching some of these videos. I guess I don't know what the name of the series is, but there's some show, and basically it's porn stars who are in relations with regular people. Sometimes it's two porn stars in a relationship together, but sometimes it's a girl, sometimes it's a guy, sometimes it's a regular, like a normal girl and a porn star guy. Sometimes it's a regular guy and a porn star girl. And the interviewer asks some questions and they talk about their relationship and how they actually can make their relationship work, knowing that, one of them does porn and is having sex with other people for money. It's pretty interesting interviews to listen to.
How do you think you could handle it? Do you think you could?
Probably not. Well, I don't know.
It all depends
I,
how hot she is. I'm willing to put
well,
up with a
yeah,
lot if she's really hot.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, watching the porn, it's acting. So I mean,
yeah.
sure they get fucked a lot, but are they enjoying it? You never know.
That's the point. The point is if you not to know. The point is to make you think they are enjoying it. Of course.
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, you
And
have to think. I don't know. It's like the one girl said when she was talking with the guy. She's like, she's like, it's sex, but it's just mechanical. It's just, two parts. She's like, I don't know this person from anybody.
mm,
And the thing is, women can fake it so much easier. Men can't, not as easy. You know, Men can't fake it. A cum shot. It's kind of hard to fake. It's kind of hard to fake that.
yeah.
You know. Uh,
I always thought filming porn, like if you're watching the porn, the dude is like he's going and he's going and he's going and he's going and he's going fast, he's going hard, he's doing all the shit
is
you want to do to a girl, and he doesn't
is he
come.
Fast and Furious? Faster. That's a parody I haven't seen.
and,
But yeah,
and I'm thinking if you're filming, maybe he fucks a girl for like 2 minutes and they shoot the cum shot and they just edit out that part to be at the very end of the movie because he probably
yeah,
can still fuck afterwards. Like you don't get limp
yeah.
right away. I mean, not everybody. Some people, most people can stay hard
Right.
after they come, but I always thought about that. Like, do all these guys last this long? I would assume most of them just come right away and then just keep fucking after. And that's why they can keep fucking fast and furiously because they already came.
I don't know. I always figured that they were able to, hold it back. They have that superhuman, I guess. I don't know. In my case, I'd be a terrible porn star. So, uh, but
Okay. Tell you what,
anyway,
I'm going to go try it to be a porn star for a while and I'll let you know what it's like.
okay.
All right.
But I do have something along those lines in the weird news. It's not quite the same, but my weird news topic for today will be something sexually related.
Really?
Yeah.
So this wasn't the shoot the shit episode. This was the,
No,
the
this is the shoot the shit episode. I'm just talking about for our next episode we're going to talk about later today.
okay. I got to make
This is
sure
just
that
this is yeah.
I edit them properly.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
I don't want to do the news story first, and then the next week people listen like, wait, they're talking about the news story one that was last week. Then again, all the
yeah.
shit that I throw up there every time I edit it, like the last six are all in a really weird order.
Oh yeah.
No, nowhere near how they were recorded. I don't think it really matters unless there's some sort of news topic and you're playing it like six weeks later.
Right. Well, in this case, as far as another topic goes, because you sent something about this, here pretty soon you're going to be going to see U2,
I
right?
am.
One of your not one of it is your favorite band, right?
Well, it's my favorite band at one point, and now I just don't. I don't have a favorite. I don't know. I told you I fell out of love with a lot of things in the last couple of
Yeah.
years. And U2 music, all the new stuff in the last 15 years for me has been garbage. So anytime a new
Okay.
album comes out, I don't care that it comes out. I listen to it once and I'm done.
Right.
But when they go on tour, I'm gonna go watch it because the show is always fucking amazing, epic,
Right. But
exquisite.
this is your favorite album that they're touring or
Favorite
playing.
album from the past. Yep.
Yeah. So that's an amazing thing. So the reason why I brought that up is because, and I'm not really necessarily a fan, but here a couple of days ago or yesterday, Jimmy Buffett died,
Saw that.
who did the Margaritaville. So very, very famous. And, he's got a bunch of fans, only 76 years old. And I think about my age and I think about 76 and I'm like, huh. But speaking of which, this is where I'm going with this topic. we're not only ourselves running out of time, but we're definitely running out of time if you have a favorite musician, anybody big that's well known from the past. Because I don't look at a lot of these new artists because I'm an old fogey, and none of these new artists grab me. I don't love Rihanna. I don't care about Taylor Swift. If you threw 20 Taylor Swift albums in front of me, I'd just sweep them off the table and go do something else. I don't care. It's not my music. It's not my time, you
Yeah.
know?
You could play 30 Taylor Swift songs and I'd be like, oh, I liked three of those.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
So
couldn't tell you
this,
their
so
name.
right, exactly. I could, if you said, here's $1 million, name a Taylor Swift song, I couldn't do it. I don't know any of her song titles. I don't care, you
Mm.
know?
Yeah, no, I'm with you,
But
man.
yeah, so the topic basically going from this is at this point, out of people who are still alive and still performing, is there anybody that you'd really still like to see if you got a chance? I mean,
Like
not like
like for the first
not
time or again.
yeah, yeah, just either again or for the first time. I mean, and again, not saying that you'd have to go spend thousands of dollars or travel all the way around the world to see him. That you could just go and say it'd be an easy way that you could go see him. Who would you go? Who would you want to see?
My sister tonight is watching Guns N' Roses in Toronto.
Yeah,
I haven't seen them. I'd like to, but I had tickets at one point and Axl Rose being who he was fucked that up.
yeah,
Not showing up and thing got canceled and then there's fucking riots and shit. And after that, I was just like, no, you don't get my money. Like you don't. This is your fucking job, bro. It's
right.
your fucking job. All you have to do is get on stage and sing. That's it
Yeah,
for 2 hours. That's your day. Well, they probably have to do a sound check and some practicing and whatever. So I've had a couple opportunities to see them in the past, and I just haven't got around to it. I was like, no, whatever, whatever. They had broken up for a long time, and then they weren't even Guns N' Roses anymore, and they had other band members in there, and whatever. But now that it's is it the original lineup or partial
Mm,
lineup?
3 out of the 5 because
It's not bad.
you don't have the drummer Steven Adler and Izzy Stradlin won't come back as a second guitar player. So basically, you've got Axel Slash
And
and
Duff.
Duff McKagan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah,
I would go watch that. I would, but I'm not going to shell out $400 to do it minimum. I'm not.
right.
I probably
Yeah,
should have gone 15 years ago for $150. Probably should have
right.
done it. But if I watch them, are they going to be the Guns N' Roses that I want to see? Are they going to be the 1993, Wembley Stadium Guns N' Roses? They're not. They're
Right.
not.
Right.
So essentially, what I'm paying for is to listen to an album sang by a really shitty singer now.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem worth it.
I I would agree. I did go see Guns N' Roses, not this current tour, and they're going to be here in about 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Uh, I saw them when they did the reunion tour like 7 or 8 years ago, whenever they first got back together again and did it. And I thought it was okay. I saw him in '93. I
Yeah.
should have
See that
saw him. Yeah.
that's when I would have liked to have seen them.
Yeah, and that was good. And the thing that pisses me off is that I had two other opportunities that got screwed up. I had tickets for the show to see him in Kansas City. It was a few days after the St. Louis riot, and they canceled the tour, or they
Yeah.
canceled several shows of the tour. So our show was one of the ones that got canceled. And before that, they were supposed to be the opening act for Iron Maiden in '88. And about a month before the show, they jumped off the tour and jumped on the Aerosmith tour, and a different band opened for Iron Maiden. And I'd already seen Aerosmith earlier that year with Dokken. And so I was like, I don't want to pay for tickets a second time to see Aerosmith, right? And I wasn't
Yeah.
that huge a Guns N' Roses fan. This is like, '88. And and so I thought, I'll see him next time. And then that didn't happen. Then I finally saw him. I saw the stadium tour with Metallica in '93, and that was cool. That was cool. I'm not gonna say it wasn't cool. It was cool.
I would
It
like to
was
see Eminem again.
see, I've never seen Eminem.
I would like to see Eminem again. I mean, I've seen my Bon Jovi's numerous times, Aerosmith, U2, Madonna, Marilyn Manson.
I wanted to see Madonna, but now she looks like a super freak, and I'll just pass.
Yeah,
I'll
the,
just
the show
pass.
is the show is incredible.
Yeah, uh, if I could go back in time and see like a tour from like the late '80s, that would be awesome.
Yeah. No, I saw early 2000s and
Yeah,
mid 2000s. Still, yeah,
yeah.
it was wonderful. Absolutely wonderful to watch. I think I'm
You ever
gonna
see Gwen? You ever see Gwen Stefani?
I saw Gwen Stefani on her solo stuff, and I've
Yeah,
seen No Doubt like 3 or 4 times.
yeah. See, I saw No Doubt on their first tour opening for Everclear in '94.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't their probably their first tour, but like their big tour, first big tour, like when right when that second album had started to hit, and they went
Yeah.
on tour with Everclear. Yeah. So
I
that's pretty
saw them
cool.
tour and they played with Lit. Do you know the band Lit?
Yeah.
And Black
Yeah.
Eyed Peas before Fergie was part of the group.
Oh wow.
So I saw those three. I saw No Doubt, Black Eyed Peas, pre Fergie, and Lit all in one night. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's pretty
I've
cool.
seen No Doubt and Garbage together doing like a double feature. No Doubt and Blink 182 double feature. I saw No Doubt open for U2. Like I've seen Gwen many times,
Okay. See,
and
I've
it's
only
always
saw
been
her
good.
twice. So I saw the solo tour that like I don't know, like 10 years ago, whenever that big solo tour she did.
Yeah.
And then I saw that No Doubt show, and that was it. That one No Doubt show. I never saw him like headlining. So
Hmm.
um I did see Prince. I had second row for
Oh,
Prince.
nice.
Yeah. That was like
That would have been a
2001,
Prince and Michael
2002.
Jackson would definitely be on my list of people.
Didn't see Michael Jackson, didn't see David Bowie, didn't see Meatloaf.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Um
On all of them, had a chance to see
yeah.
Bowie and didn't do it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. For me, I don't know that there's there's a ton of bands. If I could just go see them, I'd go see them. But is there any band that's like something huge in my life and my whole life that's been like a band that I'm super, super, always loved? I've seen them all. I've seen them all. I mean, would I see them again? Sure. I mean, I'd always go see AC/DC. I can't go see Motorhead anymore because Lemmy's dead. I've seen ZZ Top more times than I can count. So I've seen
Hmm.
all my favorite bands like over 10 to 15 times a piece.
How about Van Halen? Have you seen all three incarnations of Van Halen? Well, all three lead singer incarnations of Van Halen?
I saw Van Halen in '88 on the Monsters of Rock show.
Shit.
Uh, yeah, that was a great tour.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I saw them on the for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge tour in '91 that had Vince Neil opening. I had third row for that. That was nice. Um, and then I saw him, I think, one more time with Sammy, and then they broke up or Sammy left for a while. They had Gary Sharon. I didn't see that. And then when they got back together, I actually had tickets for that kind of reunion tour they did with Sammy in
Yep.
2004. But I had to end up selling my tickets because I had to go to Canada for a work thing, and I went to a Gates of Hell metal festival in Toronto instead. So I sold my tickets for the 2004 show. I thought, oh well, they'll be touring with Sammy again. No,
Nope.
and then I saw either the first or second round of touring with David Lee Roth with Wolfgang
That's
on.
the one I saw. I've never seen Van
Yeah,
Halen other than the one time. And I mean, I
yeah,
didn't want to see them with Sammy. I didn't want to see them with Gary Strone. I wanted to see David Lee Roth as the frontman. And I think it worked out pretty well. I mean, he's
yeah,
obviously, 30 years older at the time than heyday Van Halen, but it was still very well done. I enjoyed the shit out of that show, and I'm glad I got to see it.
yeah.
I don't
Me
don't remember
too.
who opened though. Hmm.
I don't remember either. I'm sure if I looked at my archive records, I could tell you. But so yeah, so I got to see Sammy a few times, and I got to see David Lee Roth once. So that's cool. I mean, that's cool. If I could go back in time, there'd be tons of people I'd want to see Bon Scott, AC/DC. I'd like to see old tours of Motorhead. I'd love to see like a big '70s Queen show headlining with Freddie. That would
Yeah,
be awesome.
it would.
Uh, yeah, but really, like it's kind of coming back to what we're talking about now. How you said in the last couple of years, you kind of shifted perspective we shall say, on a lot of things in
Yeah.
life. I'm
I don't have
kind of struggling.
depression or
No, no,
anything
no,
like
I know
that.
that. No, no,
I
I
just
know.
I
But
don't
what
find the love for these things that were. I mean, I was going to a concert every weekend when I lived in Vancouver, twice a month minimum, either between
yeah,
Vancouver or Seattle. And then I moved out to Alberta, and they never come out here. Like bands just don't come out here, so I
right.
just stopped seeing a lot of bands. And over time, I just realized like I don't. I've seen everything. I don't care.
You don't really miss it, basically, is what you're
No, I
saying.
mean, but I've
Yeah.
flown to Phoenix to see U2 since moving out here. I've flown to Amsterdam, London, England to watch U2. So, I flew
Yeah.
to Toronto to watch Garbage, flew to Seattle to watch Garbage. So there's still two bands that I will always go
Travel
watch.
for.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
regret any of those at all.
Yeah.
I have a would you rather. It involves not a band but a singing group. Do you want it? Do you want to hear it?
Sure, why not?
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So would you rather have an orgy with the five Spice Girls back in their prime? Are you picturing that?
Okay.
You
Yeah.
picturing?
Okay.
You want to bang them all, right?
Well, you can't just get one.
Okay, all right. So, would you rather have an orgy with the five Spice Girls back in their prime, but they're all pegging you? You don't get to penetrate them. They plow you while jerking you off. You still get to come, but they're all going to peg you one after another. Or would you rather have an orgy with any five male Avengers, but you do all the penetrating?
Hmm.
I'm looking at your eyes. I can imagine the gears in your head working. You're trying to figure out which one you would enjoy more and which one would be less gay than the others.
Well, they're both pretty gay. But
I guess that you're not fearing that at all. But which one do you think you enjoy more?
I would go with the first one as long as it's not violently pegging me because A, it's still women. B, it's not a real penis, and C, well, it's the Spice Girls.
Every single person I ask picks the Spice Girls one right away, and one of the guys is like, "Well, Chris Evans is pretty hot, so I could see myself having sex with him." I go, "Yeah, but what if you're doing it like missionary?" And then he reaches up with his hands to like pull your face down to his face to kiss you. You're like, no, no, that wasn't part of the deal. That was not part of the deal, Chris.
Yeah.
Lay down. Lay down.
I was gonna say, what if he like looks back, slaps his own ass, and goes, "That is America's ass," while you're doing him.
That might
You're
be
like,
worth it.
you're like, "Holy shit, I'm fucking America."
That might be worth it.
And somebody goes, "Oh, and you're not even Carl Schwab." Yeah, no, I'd go with the Spice Girls.
Which one of the Spice Girls was your favorite?
I like redheads. Fucking A.
Ginger.
Yeah, Ginger.
I always thought Posh was the hottest,
Yeah, that's true.
the least
And
talented in the group.
Beckham's had her every which direction on every part of the furniture and probably in that house.
Wouldn't you?
Oh, well, yes. You imagine what her shopping bills are that come to his credit card?
Oh, I'm pretty sure she has enough money. She doesn't need his money
Uh,
for anything.
yeah, yeah.
And apparently she was rich as well. Like they said that when they were showing up for practices, her parents were getting her dropped off in a chauffeured Bentley. So
Huh.
she didn't even need the job. She was fucking rich from the start.
Oh yeah. That's funny. Well, that's why they called her Posh Spice, right?
Yep.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of, I'm still going to see music way too often, but I'm kind of getting to the point where it's kind of like, uh, you know, been there, done that. And speaking of another reason why, so I had to have, this is a totally different topic. I had to get my driver's license renewed this week.
Hey,
And
so did
even with
I.
my, yeah.
Well, I got mine done like 2 months ago, but it's supposed to be for this week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I'm supposed to be going to LA in October, and guess what? My driver's license expired 2 days before my flight.
Ooh.
So I couldn't just keep my driver's license and go driving on it because it'd be expired. And so it takes 4 to 5 weeks to get your driver's license.
They don't give you an
I
interim
didn't,
one?
well, yeah, it's a piece of paper. It's a
Yeah.
piece of paper with my picture on it. This is your driver's
Yeah.
license. Yeah. But I want an actual driver's license, right? An actual plastic driver's license, not just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not sure how cool a rental car agency in LA is going to be with me going, "Yeah, here's my driver's license." you know, paper receipt. Yeah.
I
So
just had to get mine because I was going to be driving when I was in Europe. So I was like, shit, I need to make sure everything's current and updated and not expiring. And I don't know how long it takes to get the plastic one in. I want to make sure I have the plastic
right,
one at the rental car place, like you were saying. So yeah,
yeah.
I was there like re-registering one of my vehicles, and I was like, fuck it, I'll just do it all right now.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Well,
usually
see,
don't
I got my
plan that far ahead, but hey, once in a while the brain works.
yeah, I didn't realize my card expired this year. I thought it was a couple more years from now. I got a thing in the mail. I was like, holy crap, it does expire. And last time I got it 2 days before my birthday, or yeah, 2 days, yeah, basically before my birthday, or on my birthday. I think it went on my birthday actually, because I was just delaying it. And I'm like, okay, well, I got a passport, so I know I can get on the plane,
Yeah,
but I mean, I can't use my passport to rent a car, you
nope.
know. So anyway, so I got 5 weeks, so hopefully it's going to be here in time before I leave.
Uh,
Otherwise, I'm going to have to use that piece of paper. Yeah, that's me.
but I
Okay.
remember right after COVID, I finally booked a trip. Well, I mean, I guess during COVID, I booked a trip to Mexico, and I hadn't traveled anywhere since I went to Disneyland after I saw you in Estonia.
All
So this
right.
was
Yeah.
like, a year and a half later, or whatever. And I'm getting ready for my trip. I'm all excited. And I was talking to one of my friends, and she's like, when's your passport expire? I'm like, I don't know. My passport in my world never expires. I'm always on top of that shit because I travel a lot. I'm looking at it
Right.
every 3 months or so, right? To when I'm going somewhere. So I went and grabbed my passport. I go, oh, it expired in November. My trip is in February. It is January 20th. My trip is February 13th. I'm like, holy
Uh-huh.
fucking shit. So yeah, I went and did a passport renewal thing, and it literally showed up in my mailbox the day before my trip.
Wow.
The day before my fuck.
Bet you were sweating
Oh
balls.
my god, yeah, fucked up. And the person I was traveling with needed her permanent residency card and her visa, and that stuff with her passport got mailed back to her house, and it showed up on the Friday before the Tuesday we were leaving.
So this was like a month or two after I saw you in Estonia, right?
Was it like 3 months later? Was it the middle of
Yeah.
COVID?
Well,
Yeah, we hung out on in 2019 in November, was it?
yeah,
Yeah.
November, like right before United States Thanksgiving. It was like around the 20th, November
Yeah.
20th, November 19th, something like that.
And then I did Disneyland in December, and then I never used my passport. And then over a year had passed, and
Yeah.
yeah, it expired the next November. And I didn't even realize that because I hadn't fucking used it. And then when my friend reminded me, I looked at it and I was like, holy fucking shit. But yeah, to be able to get it back, and there was a backlog and there was a huge problem with passports, but mine was a simple renewal. It wasn't like a new
Yeah.
passport. So it was I don't know how the process works, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot easier than a new passport.
I would assume so.
But yeah,
Mine's still good for 3 more years. So if I go overseas, I'm still good for a while. And I'm sure even if I don't have plans, when it gets close to renewal, I'm going to renew it. I'm not going to not renew it.
yeah.
So
I got a 10-year this time. Usually I get a 5 year.
yeah,
And I got a 10 year.
yeah. Ours are 10 years now. So
It's just it
I
doesn't
think
dollars don't make sense. You do a 5 year for like 130 bucks or a 10 year for 160.
right,
Like,
right.
yeah, whatever. 30 more dollars, get twice as much. Sure, why not?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Gotta have what you need for traveling. So
Except now when we go to Europe in 2024, they're gonna need like visas from everybody.
I know, I know.
So that's
I'm I'm
kind of
gonna need
shitty.
that. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna need that too. So I
Our
mean,
pa-
right now I've got tickets to a festival in April in Germany, but I I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna go. I'm gonna try to sell the tickets and get rid of them. It's not that I don't want to go. I
yeah.
just I just can't really. I look at it costing at least 2 to 3 thousand, and I'm just like, yeah, not
Oh,
gonna
that's a
do
lot
it.
of money. And then you look at the venue and look at the bands. How many bands have you seen?
Oh, maybe two out of the 20.
Oh, that's not a bad
It's a
investment.
no, no, no. The stuff that I go to if I go to Europe, I only go if it really makes, well, Yeah, if it makes sense.
Right.
In this case, it's a bunch of stuff. But the thing is, it's like even though it's a bunch of really obscure stuff I'd want to see, none of them are like, oh, I've had this burning. I've always wanted to see this band my whole life. None of them are like that, and I'm kind of like, okay, yeah,
I would even
I'd
look at
go.
it.
I'd have fun.
I wouldn't look at it that way. I would be like, hey, what can I do in Germany on the days that I'm not going to this festival? I'd plan the trip around sightseeing Germany versus the festival. Yeah, you're going
Yeah,
to the
but
festival.
but but again, that takes up more time, more money, everything else, and I'm kind of like, I'd love to do it, but I gotta somehow get myself financially straightened out.
So you would be willing to drop $3,000 to go see a bunch of obscure bands that you don't care about?
No, I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
But
I
you
got
bought the
caught up in
tickets.
I got caught up in the fever. Well, I had a friend of mine that was at the festival and they put the tickets on sale at the festival for the next year. And
Yeah.
normally it sells out at that festival for the
Yeah.
next year. Well, this year it didn't sell out. So I could have waited to make my decision. But I said, hey, dude, pick it up. I'll give you the money. So he picked them up when he was there. So I was kind of, I'm on the hook. I'm on the hook, you know, uh, for it. And so I'm like, okay, well, here's here's the money. It's like $150 for the ticket. And if it sells out like it normally does, I'll be able to sell it or at least get most of my money back. Let's just say this. If I lost $50 compared to spending $3,000,
Yeah.
a couple hours.
Whenever I try and travel to Europe now, I try and go to places I haven't been before.
Yeah.
Like there's places I enjoy and I go back again and again, but I think now, from now on going forward, I'm not going to repeat places I've been unless on that same trip I'm going to a place I haven't been. Like when I recently
Right.
went, I don't like going to Paris, went to Paris. I've been to Switzerland, I went to Switzerland. I've been to Italy, I went back to Italy. Been to Austria, went back to Austria. But I went to Liechtenstein. Since I was in a
Oh,
car, I was able to drive
uh-huh.
through from Austria to Liechtenstein, and I'd never been there before. So I was like, "Fuck it, this is the thing that I'm crossing off my list is Liechtenstein." Because who the fuck goes to Liechtenstein?
I'd go to Liechtenstein. That's cool. I mean, it's tiny,
Yeah,
right? I mean,
and
is it like the size of like Rhode Island? It's smaller than that even. It's like the size of a city, isn't it? I mean, it's not very big.
within I think 4.5 hours, we drove from the border of Italy into Austria, into Liechtenstein, and into Switzerland. So if you can imagine how small Liechtenstein is,
Yeah.
right? We drove on the borders of these four countries. But yeah, Liechtenstein is tiny. And
Yeah.
they use Swiss francs, and the countryside looks identical to the Austria neighboring it and Switzerland neighboring it. It looks the same. There's nothing
Yeah.
really special about it, except I was able to go to the tourist center, downtown Vaduz, their capital city, and
Uh-huh.
the tourist center for $3, they'll stamp your
Well,
passport.
stamp your passport. Oh,
Yeah.
awesome.
So
Awesome.
you don't have to fly into it and out of it to get a passport stamp.
Yeah. Do they have an airport?
I would assume so. It's a big enough. It's a pretty big city.
Okay. Because I know you've been to, like, speaking of other small cities, I know you've been to Monaco
I
already.
have, yeah, twice. One time I drove there with my mom, and another time we took the train from France.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you
Yeah.
been to any other, like, super small nations, like those kind of
The
nations?
next one on my list is Andorra, the border of Spain and France.
Hmm. That's like up in the mountains, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that's on my list is Andorra. I'm pretty sure that's where
Hmm.
it is. Yeah, because San Marino is in Italy.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you been to Portugal?
I haven't. That would be how
Uh,
I'm doing it. I would like to go to Andorra and then go over to San Sebastian, which is on the corner of Spain, and then take the train right over to Portugal, which is right there.
Okay. Now, I would be down for that trip. I mean, if it's a couple years out from now, but yeah,
I'm planning next year or the year after.
let's say the year after, and I could go. If you go without me, that's cool. But
No, I'm not going to
if
go without you. How
yeah,
about you just don't do the metal rock festivals for a year and you'll have the money to do this trip?
yeah, yeah,
I mean, like you said, you've seen them all. You've literally seen them all. You have no burning desire, but you were very excited about Portugal. Wouldn't you rather spend the money being excited about something versus, oh shit, I didn't really want to go do that? I mean,
I
it's
just
not.
want to go. I just want to go hang out with my friend and go see some cool places for a while. So
I mean, just because I'm
yeah,
there doesn't mean we're seeing cool places.
if we're there, we make it cool, Clay. Nobody gets the answers for everything. Podcast crew just to visit them for no reason.
It's true. I was
You
putting.
know, where was I think it's in Spain or Portugal. You know what I want to do?
Hmm,
I want to visit. They fixed up and redid the cemetery from the Clint Eastwood movie where he has a shootout between in the good, the bad, and the ugly between him, Angel Eyes, and Eli Wallach, and they do the stare down, and they're in that cemetery where he's buried the money. You've seen the movie, right?
I haven't, but
Oh, you haven't seen the movie?
it's a
Okay.
legit cemetery. Like it's on. It's not a set. It's an actual location.
Well, no, it was a fake cemetery. Okay, so here's okay, good, bad, and the ugly
Yeah.
cemetery set. I think it's in Spain. Maybe it's Italy. If it's Italy, then it won't matter. Okay. Uh The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Sergio Leone's movie. It was filmed in a fake cemetery. So they built this big fake cemetery
Yeah.
and basically, after the movie, it was basically just abandoned and it was, it was you know, decrepit, and a bunch of people got together. Yeah, here it is. It's in the province of Burgos, 140 miles north of Madrid.
Well, that's doable.
Yeah. So apparently it hadn't been touched for about 50 years. And here about 10 or 15 years ago, uh, a bunch of people formed an association in preparation for the 50th anniversary of the movie, and they cleaned the whole thing up, uncovering all the stones, making this, getting the cemetery to look the way that it did, and they've kept it maintained since
What's the
then.
name of it? What's the name of the cemetery or the place where it's located?
Burgos, Burgos.
It's in
It's in the
Spain.
province. Yeah. Let's see here.
It's a it's a 2 hour drive to San Sebastian. It is literally on the way
Oh, really?
to Portugal from San Sebastian where I wanted to go. So
That's
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, it'll take us straight to Porto, Portugal. So
Yeah.
Google San Sebastian and look at images.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd
And
like to land in Paris and then I'd like to go to Mont Saint Michel. First, I'll let you take a look at San Sebastian in Spain.
wow, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right. Now Google
Okay.
Mont Saint Michel. So Montst.
Hold on a second. Google Maps.
Are you looking at the time to get to the
No, I'm still
cemetery?
getting it. I'm getting it pulled up here. San Sebastian. Okay. All right. And then directions to where?
You said Borgos.
Burgos. Yeah.
So do
Bur
Borgos and then do Porto, Portugal.
Porto.
Porto, Porto. Like
Yeah. Wow. It's like, what are we gonna call this city? We're just gonna call it Porto for
yeah.
port. Don't even know. You want a name after that? Nope, just port. Why is it just port? Because it's the only one.
So look at that
Wow.
drive.
7 hours and 23 minutes,
That's 2 days,
775 kilometers. Yeah, and it goes right through Burgos.
right? Exactly.
How awesomely serendipitous is that?
So did you look up Mont Saint Michel?
Where's that at?
It's in
Let's see
France.
here. Mont Saint what? Michelle?
Michel. Michel.
Okay. What is that?
That's a monastery on like a mountain.
Okay.
You see it?
Well, I see that. I mean, I get the map outline.
Oh no,
I
no,
don't know
you
what
want
it
to look at
looks like.
images. Go to look at images.
Oh. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I've seen pictures of that, like
To
just
get
pictures
to
before.
get to that place, the tide comes in and out. That's the road that goes underwater for like 6 hours. You've seen that road?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Wow. Okay.
so land in Paris, rent the car, drive to Mont Saint Michel, drive to Andorra, drive to San Sebastian, down to Bordeaux, over to Porto, and down. You know what the Algarve, like in Portugal?
The what?
Algarve, Portugal.
Algarve. How do you spell that?
Algarve, and do an image search.
Located in the southeast. Oh, beautiful, beautiful water.
So yeah, that's the road trip I want right there.
That would be awesome. I'm trying to look at how close the um uh beaches from the Normandy invasion. You know, I'm all about
Oh,
military
that's going to
history.
be up by Mont Saint Michel.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I'm trying to find.
Yep.
Normandy Beach, France. Where is that at? Oh shit, it's like right there.
Yep.
Like it's a little bit north of Mount St. Michel. So
Yep.
that would be yeah, like you could totally land in Paris, go over there, do that, go down to that, yeah, that would be I'd totally be into that. I mean, those places you've picked are beautiful, amazing architectural type places
And you
and
get
if
to
I
go
could
to Andorra, and nobody goes to fucking Andorra.
yeah, yeah, I can do that and I get to do two of my most favorite things. I get to well, it's not like favorite things, but I mean, you know, I love military history and the beaches of Normandy is something I've always wanted to visit.
And we can
And
find the Spice
and
Girls, and you get your second favorite thing.
I can get pegged.
Oh, sorry, I cut you off there. I didn't mean to speak for you.
Uh, well, I'd like to watch them just peg each other. That'd be fun. I could just sit back and watch.
I think you'd rather join in so they touch you.
Hmm, maybe they can tell me what they want, what they really, really want.
Oh, they already get what they want, what they really, really want.
Hmm.
You're giving it to them or letting
Yeah.
them give it to you. Whatever.
Yeah, so where's that last place? Okay, there's Porto. And what was the next place after Porto that you said? Another
Al
place
Al
in
Algarve. Algarve?
Algarve, Algarve. Oh wow, that's all the way down to the bottom.
It is. But all the
Yeah.
coastline that you get to see,
Oh, well, that would be beautiful.
right?
Yeah.
And
We can go
then
we can go house hunting with my hetero life mate while we're in Portugal.
what I was thinking, if you really want to make it an like a trip beyond all other trips from the Algarve or Algarve, I don't know how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
Gibraltar is like a 1.5 hour drive,
Yeah, seeing Gibraltar would be amazing too. And then
which
where would we fly back from? Would we go all the way back to
we
Paris or would
we would because we have to have a car rental and leaving it in another country just cost
ah
you way too much.
yeah, yeah, that would be ridiculous.
We'd have to look at the cost of leaving it in another country versus driving
Yeah.
it all the way back. But there's stuff on the way back. If have
Oh
you
yeah. Yeah. I mean we could
if
God,
you
I'm sure we
wanted
could
to
find
yeah, if you wanted to do Gibraltar, this is another thing. So Google Ronda, Spain, Ronda.
I should go through we should go through Barcelona. I should see if I can find Noel with that ass that is fucking amazing that I gave a massage to. Wow, it's hilltop town in Spain, Ronda.
So yeah, once you leave Gibraltar, we can just drive up the middle of Spain all the way up. But you get to see Gibraltar, you get to see Ronda, you get to see Porto, Faro, uh, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Was it?
Yeah, actually, there's another. Hold on, let's see here. Uh, town scenes from good, bad, and ugly set. Because I think there's another place in Spain. Let's see here. Um, the ugly set locations. Because I can't remember if there's also in that city or somewhere else. Um, here we go. Movie locations. But since you're all about movie locations
I
too,
am all
so
about movie locations.
okay, there are several locations and they're all in Spain and all could probably be hit because some of the locations are a couple of hours east of Gibraltar and then some of them are right in the middle. So where's Ronda at? Let's see
Ronda's up
here.
above northeast from Gibraltar, below
Okay.
Madrid.
Let's see here. Let's put it in the map and see how it goes. This is our talking out our trip plans episode apparently.
Do you think people want to listen to that? Do you think maybe they're also
Oh,
Googling the
that's
same thing?
that's it's really close to Gibraltar. It's not very far from Gibraltar if it's the right location. You think it's a long ways away from Gibraltar?
I don't think it is.
No, because it looks like it's like literally like maybe an hour north of there. So, well, we can always talk more plans on that and what would work and what wouldn't work. But I mean, that would how long do you think that trip would be? A 2 week trip?
Yeah, I like to do things in about 10 days.
10 days?
And if
Yeah,
we could take trains and or drive. I mean, if we
I
took,
think we should. I think we should drive. I think we should
yeah,
drive. Yeah, we got to drive. It's got to be a road trip, man.
I'm
It's got to
in.
be a road trip. Yeah. Yeah. Looking at this map, there are several more filming locations that are east of Rhondda that are. I'll have to see what the scenes were to see whether they're ones I'd want to see. And there's some more farther north, but they might be kind of out of the way. But there are some in Madrid or near Madrid if we want to go through Madrid on the way back.
I think
Uh,
the road would probably take us up that way if we were leaving from
yeah,
Rockland.
yeah, we could probably skip the locations that are down. Like there's some other ones that are like way over on the other bottom side of Spain on the coast. That's kind of way out of our way, I would think, if we're needing to get back, get back to Paris. So
Yeah.
those probably won't be ones that we'd go see to. Um, so I'll have to look at the locations. So that'll be cool. That'd be
And
fun.
the
Yeah.
drive would also take us through Bordeaux. So I mean, if you like wine,
I'm not a crazy wine fan, but that doesn't mean I might not drink some.
well, it is cheaper than water.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
bottles of wine are like 450. Fucking bottle of water is 495. It's kind of stupid.
Wow. Where is Bordeaux anyway? I'm not seeing it here. Oh,
The
there,
Bordeaux
there.
region is like right on the border of like Spain, France, to the right of San Sebastian, to the left of Andorra. We would be driving through there.
Huh. Okay. Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
vowed never to go back to Europe in August. So it'll have to be either May or
Oh, that's
September.
that's what they take all their vacations, dude. Right? That
Oh
they
yeah.
take all their vacations in August. So everybody's on vacation in Europe at that
Yeah,
time.
yeah. We popped a tire. Well, we had like a screw, a bolt in our tire and on our rental car, and we couldn't find a shop anywhere in this whole town in Italy. We stopped by like 12 places and they all had signs in the window, even though they said they were open on Google Maps, like on Google. Oh, we're closed from July 31st till September 10th. We're closed from August 5th till September 3rd. We're closed.
Holy crap.
Yeah. And then the shop that was open, they didn't install tires for you. They only installed tires for customers who had already ordered tires. They were open and they were installing tires, but they didn't have any extras.
So
Yeah.
what'd you do? Beg him and pay him a bribe or what?
Even the place that's supposed to come fix your tire, 24-hour service, wouldn't come to us. They said, "Yeah, you have a rental car. We're not going to fix your hole." Like, what the fuck does it matter to you if it's a rental car?
Yeah, no
And
shit.
anyway, we were driving. My stepdad was driving, and we drove by a gas station. And he looked. He just happened to look over, and then he just like pulled a U-turn and then pulled in. I go, "What's up?" He's like, "They have a garage door that was open, and there was like a tire machine in there to take the tire off the rim. So I know they do tire work, and I know that they're
Uh-huh.
open." So we went there, and it was like some 25-year-old kid working, and he was busy, man. There was just a line because nothing was open. Right? It was 8 o'clock in the morning, 7:45 in the morning on a
Uh-huh.
Sunday. And this guy had like 8 cars lined up for gas, two people in the convenience store, and he's doing all of it without a care in the world, just like so fucking efficient. And we're like, hey, we see you have a
And
tire
he's
machine.
making money hand over fist. I mean, that
Yeah.
dude's just making money.
But we're like, yeah, we see a tire machine there. We just wondering if we can get a patch put on this. And he looks down. He's like, oh, that's a big screw. I can do like, I can fill the hole for you and fix the hole, but I can't put a patch on the inside because that's like beyond my expertise. This is my parents' shop. And my
Uh-huh.
parents are on their first vacation in 14 years. So my brother and I are working here for like this month because they're on vacation. And he goes, if you haven't noticed, everybody's on vacation. And we're like, yep, that's what we fucking noticed is everybody's on vacation. But yeah, he pulled the thing out and he just threw in some sort of glue thing, and then he made us light the glue on fire, and it just melted over top of the whole
Oh,
tire, and it
yeah,
melts on
yeah.
the inside. And we're like, what the fuck? He's like, that's gonna be good for like 2,000 kilometers. And I was like, we're going like over the Dolomite Mountains. Is that gonna work? He's like, okay, I drive like an asshole, and I do this all the time in my car. I've fixed 5 of these this week. You're gonna be perfectly fine. There's not gonna be any problem with it. You're gonna be fine. So
Yeah.
yeah, he charged us like 25 euros for like a can of sealant in case it starts to leak again, and for the quick repair job. But he was fucking busy just, and he's like, yeah, this is I do like day trading. I started doing that, and my parents said, we'll give it a year, and if you're not good at it, you can come back to the shop. So yeah, he's just working the shop while his parents are on vacation. But we got the tire, I guess, sealed but not repaired, and we just used it for the rest of the trip because the car didn't come with a spare tire. It came with like
Oh, wow.
an inflation kit. So a little compressor you plug into the lighter and some sort of sealer you plug into it so that it fills the hole from the inside. It's fucked up.
Okay. Well, I am definitely down for not traveling there in August. Plus, Spain will be hotter than
Oh,
balls in
dude,
August.
it was 36 degrees in Zurich at 8 o'clock in the morning. I wanted to fucking shoot someone.
How was the humidity?
It
Suckage?
was it was terrible. And the hotels don't have air conditioning. They have this little tiny fan.
Yeah.
Oh, I was leaking swass, like brown fucking discharge out of my rectum. It was so fucking hot. It was terrible.
Okay, so it says the best time to visit Spain is late spring, April to May, or early autumn, September to
Yeah.
October.
So I've been to Spain before in October. But yeah,
Hmm.
I'm down with September or May for sure.
Yeah.
I don't want it to be too hot at all. And I
No,
don't want
no,
everyone to
no,
be on vacation.
no. So, okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Well, how much time we got here if we want to do our weird
No,
news?
I think we should probably wrap this one up.
Okay, let's wrap this one up. And actually, this has turned into a super long episode. You still want to do a second episode?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed us just rambling about plans and friendship and road trips and swap Spice Girls pegging people and
And brown discharge due to the heat.
yes, swamp ass.
Swamp ass.
That's what they call it, swamp ass.
I did. I don't know if I told you this, but I did ask these 2 gay guys. I was like, like when girls get horny, they get like wet. Just wondering, like, as a guy who likes guys, does your butthole get wet when you see like a hot guy? And he's like, are you asking if I get swamp ass when I see a guy that I want to fuck? The answer is no. I don't get swamp ass. The rectum doesn't work like a vagina. I was like, all right, sorry, I don't know, so I'm just asking.
Well, maybe their balls just get like a vibration and it's like
I was waiting for him to be like, I don't know, big boy, why don't you put your hands down the back of my pants and you tell me how wet it is? But that didn't happen.
ew, ew. Yeah. No, thank God. Thank God a rampant case of swamp ass isn't how men get excited. That would be wrong.
No, he says that he still gets an erection like a regular straight dude. And I was like, wow, we really are the same.
Except for where you're sticking it. But yeah, of course, sometimes we are the same. So
What
it's
what
all
do you
good.
what do you think he would pick between the Spice Girls and the Avengers?
Oh, he'd definitely have sex with the Avengers.
I'm not gonna lie, I would take Chris Hemsworth home if I had the opportunity. You know you would.
Hmm.
You know you would.
Hmm. I don't know. My question is, do you get Mark Ruffalo or do you get the Hulk?
Well, you want the Hulk smash. You want that.
Yeah. No, no, no. Nobody wants that.
Would
Nobody
they what do
wants
they
that.
say it in Age of Ultron? I think Tony's like, hey, when you're done playing hide the zucchini, we need you up here. So
Oh man, man.
so
Yeah.
we're
Well,
gonna wrap this up, right?
yeah, let's wrap this up. But I'm excited. This is some good stuff. We'll have to talk about this some more another time. But for now, let's wrap up another episode of Answers for Everything Random Crap.
So I hope you learned something, and I hope you think about traveling. and that you use the words we use today to see the places that are awesome that you want to go visit. And if you guys have gone there first, send us a message. Tell me if it sucks, because then we'll change our plans. Or tell me things that we can't miss if we're in those necks of the woods. That neck of the woods? Those necks of the wood? I don't know. There's a lot of
thy necketh of
thy
woods.
necketh of them woods, thy woods.
Yes,
yeah,
thy woods.
All right.
Yes, thy wood of thy woods.
So I'm gonna say peace out to all the know-it-alls. Thanks for listening to us ramble for the better part of an hour.
Peace.
So you know Kevin Bacon, right?
I know Kevin
The
Bacon.
actor?
Yeah.
You like him?
Yeah, I like him.
What's your favorite thing you've seen him in? Not like the favorite thing that you like him the best in it, but the best thing you've seen him in. He's in a movie that you love,
Yeah.
not necessarily because of him, but just because you love the movie. Or it's because you love him in that movie.
I got the answer.
Yeah?
Crazy Stupid Love.
Crazy Stupid Love. So fucking good.
He's,
Oh my god.
what's his name?
David.
David Lindhagen.
David Lindhagen. Lindhagen.
That's
Okay,
right.
Lindhagen. The son?
That's right.
When he pumps up the chair
Yeah.
to get taller than him? Genius.
Love it.
So good. Yeah, oh my god, such a good movie. Just when he throws the wallet away, when he's at the, like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? The Velcro wallet gone?
The scene at the end where he shows up and Ryan Gosling
Pulls
takes
it, right? Pulls off the ring?
Yeah, I watch that scene often.
Yeah. As much as he's mad, was it Hal? What's the guy's name?
Hal.
Hal?
Yeah.
As
Or
much,
Cal. It's
As
Cal.
much as they're not getting along,
Yeah, that's
he's
right.
got to stick up for his
Exactly,
guy.
he's got his boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, there's a Kevin Bacon that isn't the actor Kevin Bacon. There's
Okay.
probably lots of them.
I doubt it.
There's a current one in Vermont.
Okay.
You're gonna love this. Here's the news story. Driver accused of hitting squad car while looking for a Saved by the Bell clip on his phone.
I love
Like,
it.
why? What the fuck?
What do you think the clip was?
Oh, it's a episode
Yeah.
called Screech's Spaghetti Sauce.
Okay, not what I was thinking.
Not me neither. But yeah, how awesome is that?
When you think of Saved by the Bell clips, what's the first one that comes to mind?
Probably Jesse on drugs.
The drugs, yeah. That's right.
absolutely.
It was the
Yeah.
key seminal moment of Saved by the Bell.
And then any other one I think of is when Zach Morris, like, just like freezes everything and talks to the audience.
I like that too.
Those two. Those as well.
Did you ever watch the college years?
I did watch a little bit of it, not too much, because it wasn't the same. Did
I
you
like-
ever watch Good Morning Miss Bliss before it was Saved by the Bell?
No.
Do you remember their teacher, not Belding, not the
He was
principal,
the principal, yeah.
but they had a teacher before that when Lisa wasn't even on it. There was a girl with like braces and stuff.
White girl?
I don't know.
It was probably all whites.
At the time, they're like diversity. Let's
That's
throw
right.
Lisa Turtle
We
in
need
there.
Lisa Turtle, yeah.
But no, there was it was called Good Morning Miss Bliss. They were even younger, and the actress's name, Haley Mills, huge Disney star. She
Haley
was
Mills.
the original Parent Trap girl,
Right.
and now she's
I do remember this show now.
she's a 55-year-old
Yeah, she's old, she's
woman
kind of
teacher.
ginger haired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was the
Yeah,
teacher, Good Morning Miss Bliss, and then it turned into Saved by the Bell,
Okay.
and then it got the cool theme song, and
Yeah, and Zach Morris, he's the man.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's see. A Vermont man wait, hold on. In case you weren't aware, driving on the open road is not the time to be looking for a Saved by the Bell TV clip on your phone. A Vermont man learned that this lesson the hard way Thursday afternoon when he sideswiped a police car while trying to find an episode of the 1990 sitcom on the internet.
I love his commitment.
55-year-old Kevin Bacon, and they emphasize, not the actor.
This is like the local news site.
Right?
Yeah.
But can you imagine all the people, oh my god, Kevin Bacon was in town, he had a police car? And no, it's just the fucktard down the street going,
Imagine Kevin Bacon looking for a Saved by the Bell clip. The Kevin Bacon.
that would be epic, that'd be
Yeah.
a way better story. The Onion or something should have the Beaverton.
That's right.
Oh my god. So yeah, let's see here. The officer was aiding a motorist on Interstate 91 when Bacon collided with a parked police cruiser. He didn't seem to notice what had happened and continued to drive for a short distance.
I love it.
He then stopped the car before fleeing the scene of the crash. He was nabbed a mile away from the crash scene. He was looking down at his phone for the episode Screech's Spaghetti Sauce.
He probably didn't even look up. the whole time.
According to IMDb, the episode centers on a particularly flavorful spaghetti sauce that Screech makes during a campus TV show.
Wow.
What the hell? They don't say why he was interested in that episode. He was charged with gross negligent operation of a vehicle, leaving the scene of a crash. He was also issued a traffic citation for texting while driving. He appears in court July 31st. He looks nothing like Kevin Bacon.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't look like anything like a Saved by the Bell fan.
It's so weird, right?
Yeah. Super weird.
I like Wild Things. That's my favorite
That's
movie.
your favorite Kevin Bacon moment?
Well, when you find out that he's like in on it, and he
I
walks
haven't
out like,
seen it.
oh,
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna see it.
it's a great movie.
Yeah, there's a threesome in it, right?
There's a threesome.
Yeah, with Denise Richards.
Yeah,
See, I know that.